The OGL, it's just the gift that keeps on giving, doesn't it? I thought I wasn't going to have to upload a video about this today, but I guess I thought wrong as I was trolling Twitter this morning, reading about some of the reactions to last night's episode of Critical Role. What do I see but a tweet from our boy D&D Shorts talking about a certain leak from one Wizards of the Coast employee and about how Wizards just genuinely don't give a about us. So if you have no idea what I'm talking about in regards to the OGL, Open D&D, 1D&D, Critical Role, and all the cluster that's been going on over the last week and a half, click the eye above to see some of our other videos. In short, what you should know is that Wizards of the Coast and their parent company Hasbro are changing an open game licensing agreement that has been in place for over 20 years, and the proposed changes would have some pretty drastic impact on the D&D space as a whole and would most likely kill this kind of modern D&D renaissance that we've been experiencing over the last 6 to 8 years. Many fans had been hoping that the backlash that had been received online from this leaked OGL 1.1 agreement would force Wizards to possibly reconsider, but it seems like they are still pretty hell-bent on barreling forward. Like we said, fellow YouTuber D&D Shorts recently posted a leak from an insider at Wizards of the Coast discussing their interactions with their bosses and fellow employees about the natures of the OGL, D&D Beyond, and what have you, and I'm just gonna read this here for you. Hi, I'm an employee at Wizards of the Coast, currently working on D&D Beyond and with D&D Beyond business leaders in the health of the product line. If you want, I can provide proof of this. I'm sending this message because I fear for the health of the community I love, and I know what the leaders at Wizards of the Coast are looking at. They're briefly delaying the rollout of the OGL changes due to the backlash. Good job, guys. Their decision-making is based entirely on the provable impact of their bottom line. Specifically, they're looking at D&D Beyond subscriptions and cancellations, and it is the quickest financial data that they currently have. They are still hoping the community forgets, moves on, and they can push through on this. I have decided to reach out because at my time in Wizards of the Coast, I have never once heard management refer to customers in a positive manner. Their communication gives me the impression they see customers as obstacles between them and their money. The D&D Beyond team was first told to prepare support for the new OGL changes and online portal when they got back from the holidays, and leadership doesn't take any responsibility for the pain and the stress they have caused. Leadership's first communication to the rank and file on the OGL was 30 minutes on January 11th, 2023. That's 2 days ago from the time of recording, if you're curious. This was the first time they even tried to communicate their intentions about the OGL to employees, and even in this meeting, they blamed the community for overreacting. You want to see overreacting, mofo? I will repeat, the main thing this leadership is looking at is the D&D Beyond subscription cancellations. Hope your days go well. P.S. I will be copying and pasting this message to the other community leaders. Wowzers, to say in short. I was wondering when a Wizards employee was going to speak up, because we know that a lot of Wizards employees, especially on the D&D staff, and as well as the D&D Beyond team, which we have to remember was purchased by Wizards a couple of years ago, but originally they arose as a kind of startup company that were fans of D&D. Now, am I shocked to learn that higher-ups at Wizards generally only care about their bottom line and making money and view us, the community, the fans, the people who've made their products successful to begin with, which they seem to have forgotten, they view us as just an obstacle in their way? No, I'm not surprised at all. Now, there are people and team members on the D&D team at Wizards. I like to hope that Chris Perkins is one of them. Generally, I imagine these people are more on the creative side than on the sales side that genuinely probably do care. But still, frankly, it does sadden me to see that this is how they think about us after all this time, and the fact that we, the community, and all of the companies that have spawned from OGL 1.0 are the reasons that their game and their business itself is successful. They seem to be taking for granted that us, the community, are the people that buy their products, play their game, watch their streams, make content about their game, and are the ones that ultimately at the end of the day make people buy their products. Wizards, here is a bit of advice for you. Instead of going after the community members and their projects and businesses that have made your game what it is today, instead of viewing them as potential competition and wanting to completely squash and basically monopolize tabletop and D&D space, why don't you just make better content so maybe more people will spend money on your stupid campaign guides? Apparently right now, the only thing that they're looking at are D&D Beyond cancellations, as that's their way of monitoring if this backlash is going to be worth it for them. We have to remember that in the long run, they're going to see financial gains from OGL 1.1. So the only way that they're not going to go through with it is if they see enough financial losses right now ahead of time. So then it seems that really the only thing we can do is, if you are a paid subscriber to D&D Beyond, or if you have purchased anything on D&D Beyond, cancel that subscription and let them know why. Personally, that's what I done, which really sucks because D&D Beyond is a pretty good product, especially for someone like me who plays D&D online for the most part. But yeah, I can't honestly look at myself in the mirror and continue to use these products and support these people if this is how they're going to treat their community. Of course, I don't know why I'm so shocked that a huge-ass corporation doesn't give a fuck about their community and basically the people who give them money every day, and at the end of the day, their bottom line is the bottom line. They want to make that dollar, that paper, y'all, and they don't give a how they're going to do it. I'm very curious to see where Critical Role is going to lie when these things are all said and done, as we have to remember D&D Beyond is a primary sponsor for Critical Role, and it probably feels really awkward to have them as a sponsor right now, as I surely can't believe that Matt Mercer, as well as the rest of the Critical Role team, is down with the changes that are going on right now at Wizards, but unfortunately they can't really speak about it at all. Click the eye above to see our video that we put out a couple of days ago to see possibly why that is. Things are really looking bleak in the kind of D&D space right now. Tabletop gaming really is kind of dominated by Dungeons and Dragons, and I imagine that lately a lot of people are starting to look at potential other games they can play with maybe a little more ethical of a company. My fellow critters and Critical Role fans, I highly implore you to tweet at Matt Mercer and the other team members at Critical Role, as well as other big major DMs like Brendan Lee Mulligan and what have you, Chris Perkins, and maybe we can just potentially get to some of these people and try to sway them into doing the right thing. Really, at the end of the day, these OGL changes don't affect me personally that much, but it does really freaking suck, man, to see a community that I've been a part of for a long time, and to see a space that I've seen grow into this awesome renaissance that it is today just shrivel up and die because of some freaking greed from some execs high up in a company. I guess that's just capitalism for you, baby. As always, guys, I look forward to reading your thoughts in the comments down below. I really don't want to keep putting out OGL content, but if we keep getting information, expect more updates and videos in the future. Things really are freaking crazy right now. As always, guys, I hope to see you in the next one. Until next time, stay safe out there. Peace, love, adieu.